Welcome to the stage of the Players Theatre, home to the Thame Players. I'm Bruce Alexander, and I've been a patron of the Thame Players for getting on for 30 years. During that time, I've admired their productions, the work that they do here, the front of house staff, the backstage staff, the actors, the directors, the technicians, all of them volunteers, all here for the love of theatre. And the purpose of this film is to show you a bit of what they do and also sort of get you enthusiastic yourselves as you come along and get involved, either by seeing a production or doing some work here. So, without further ado, let's get on with the show.
And the best way to start the show is with Thame Players' own productions. The Players stage 5 main productions every year, ranging from classics such as Shakespeare, This is a Midsummer Night's Dream, and drama such as An Inspector Calls, or more recently, Witness for the Prosecution. Then through comedy with shows like Yes Prime Minister and A Fly in the Ointment, musical entertainments like Cabaret and Toad of Toad Hall, and, of course, pantomime. But how do these shows get put together? These clips from a performance of a recent production are the culmination of many weeks of hard work, rehearsal, and dedication to getting the whole show right.
But I wish men would realise that we're just as much up for it as they are.
Are you? Are they? Are we?
What exactly is lap dancing, by the way?
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you won't find it down at the day centre.
God knows I got to break free.
Oh, brilliant! Victor Meldry meets Shakin' Stevens.
Being the director involves you have total responsibility for producing a show for the benefit of the audience. So you're looking at the cast, how they're actually acting things, how they're actually running through the script, what the lighting looks like, what the sound effects are, how the set works. It's your total responsibility to produce a fabulous performance that the audience is going to pay for.
The rehearsals begin with a couple of simple read-through.
Shall I ring for the nurse?
There's no need, Harriet. This really is my father.
He lives here too?
For the time being, yes.
So,
Hi there, Grumpy.
I'm so glad you've arrived. I'd hate you to miss this fun.
Well, we've got chat.
Then, having learned the lines, rehearsal on stage with the props and furniture.
Fascinating life she's led.
Oh yes, she's a bit of a goer.
Pardon?
Goer to the theatre, goer to the opera, goer shopping.
God knows I want to break free.
What do the cast make of all this hard work?
I saw a post on Facebook and I was really anxious, but I really wanted to have a go. I haven't done it since school. I did the audition and I loved it, and that was it. I just loved it.
The others, but every show always brings something fresh, and every show brings its own delight and pleasure and enjoyment at being up here on stage performing to an audience. And you know, at the end of it all, when you hear an audience applauding what you've been doing, it really does make all the effort that you put in really worthwhile.
But acting and rehearsing is only one small part of putting a show together. When an audience arrives at the theatre, they expect to see a first-class show. The performers they can see for themselves, but what they don't see is all the backstage volunteers setting up and operating all the high-tech equipment, without which the show would be dull and drab. So, step forward, the technicians.
We're very fortunate in as much as we've, over the years, been able to upgrade for Thame Players, because we've had numerous grants, which we're very grateful for, to the point where now we've got a lighting desk that is quite capable of running a West End show. A small West End show, but nonetheless it's quite sophisticated, and we don't actually use all the facilities available.
You won't find me on the stage, but I do like working backstage. Predominantly I focus on sound. We've got a digital desk, which means we can control it via a tablet, so we can control it remotely. We've also got lots of flexibility in terms of number of channels. We have lots of wireless microphones. All of our sound effects we run through a laptop, which gives us flexibility to edit them, to get them just right for the show.
Recently with COVID, we've got a video streaming setup, which has been really great. We've got 2 cameras, we can move them around, do different angles. It's been great fun doing some live streaming, which is something quite new for theatre.
This is the back projection system, which can be used by the players or visiting shows, as well as being ideal for talks and presentations. What the audience do see, and hopefully will be impressed by, is the quality of the sets, the costumes and the props. Let's take the production of A Midsummer Night's Dream as an example.
Love and reason keep little company nowadays.
This complex set, the trees, the hedge, the log, all the costumes and props are assembled or made and put together within 3 weeks of the first performance, and all done by willing volunteers.
Midsummer Night's Dream was more difficult. The director had very specific ideas as to what the fairies and Oberon and Titania should wear. So those had to be made because he was very specific about colour. There are other aspects, the makeup, the hair, certainly wigs. If we're using wigs, they all have their own expertise, I suppose.
Apart from the 5 shows that we stage each year here at the theatre, we also have some 30 outside shows and acts coming here. From comedy gigs to documentary type launches of books and plays themselves. The theatre here in Thame is a vibrant hub, not only for the players themselves, but for all our visiting shows.
But none of these shows, not the shows produced by Thame players, nor the visiting performers, would be possible without the fantastic front of house team.
The performance can't go ahead without a front of house team. We're responsible for important things like health and safety. Sort of things we do is helping behind the bar, setting programmes and stocking the bar and tidying up afterwards.
There's something at the Players Theatre for everyone, be it on stage, backstage, technical or front of house. Friendly people, all hoping that you might want to come and join.
The good thing about being in the theatre is that it's a great enjoyment for people of all ages. Old people like me, yes, but we get youngsters coming in doing work experience, teenagers, people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, all the way through. It really is a great enjoyment.
Here on work experience. We've been doing the work experience all week from our school.
We've been shown how to work lighting, sound, and we are currently behind the scenes doing props.
And we also helped paint some of the set, which was fun.
And we were shown lots of the costumes, and earlier today we tried on lots of different costumes and we reenacted one of our favourite plays, which is Romeo and Juliet, which was really fun and we really enjoyed it.
We're always on the lookout for new people to come and get involved. We'll offer training, so we do a number of training sessions on all of our technical quick kit. So
We're looking forward to being able to train up some youngsters, and the more we can get, the happier we'll be.
We're always happy to welcome anyone who is interested in costume. There are other aspects, the makeup, the hair, certainly wigs.
Please come and join us. It doesn't matter whether you've ever done anything before, whether you've never done anything before. We always love to have new people. You get new people involved in the show, you get new people working backstage, you get new people working on the new technology. Just come along and have a look and see.
So there you have it. The Players Theatre and the Thame Players providing first-class productions in a first-class venue. But don't take my word for it. Come and see it for yourself. You're bound to enjoy it.